Okay. Are you with us, Internet? We hope you are. As we just have a bit of a countdown. Okay. Oh, there goes the clock. So we are live here on Facebook and YouTube. It is Monday, October 19th, 2020. It is the beginning of week 11 in the Big Brother USA 22 house. We are here on Super Mader Brothers podcasting, covering all of this season. I'm Dave Mader, joined with my co-host Jaemeel Robinson and my brother Jeff Mader to cover this all. And yeah, as we said, this is the beginning of week 11. This is the final four. The final four. What all stars? Like, this is what Big Brother dreams are made of. Like, this was great. But first of all, Jaemeel and Jeff, Jaemeel, how are you doing?
I'm okay. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Not a
And Jeff?
coronavirus, though, because you shouldn't joke about that.
No, it's not a laughing matter. It's or a coughing matter. Jeff, how are you doing?
Good.
Were you inspired by tonight's episode?
Inspired? No.
No.
Entertained? Barely.
Jeff, did you feel that this was? Do you feel like these four contestants know that they are in the final four? Because I was left with so many questions tonight. I have questions for you and Jaemeel to tackle, including why does Nicole feel this need to tell us why she is against Enzo now, and the fact that they're calling him out that he's playing for himself and not for them? Why are they? What are they? Why are they? Why is this what I'm hearing in the diary room? Why are they? Why am I? Is my life getting filled up with these sessions, Jeff?
They want to discredit him because they don't want the jury to like him, so they want to find a way to be like, oh, he's like backstabby or he's whatever, right? Like whatever they can do to make him look kind of bad. Because if he
Jeff.
does win the final HOH, they want to make sure they could beat whoever he takes. That person could beat him.
They know it's the final? They're in the final four. The final. There's only four left.
But it was really the final three because they knew Christmas was the odd person out, right? So it was really like once Memphis went home, the final three was solidified.
All right. Then follow up question, Jaemeel. Is if okay, I accept Jeff's explanation here. So then why is Enzo working to just win it for himself? If what is he dumb to alienate Nicole and Cody here when they see it as like it's obviously Christmas? So come on, Enzo, what are you doing? It doesn't matter if Cody wins the HOH or Enzo wins the HOH. Or is this a false bill of goods they're selling us?
So here's the. They think that Enzo is this mastermind, which he's not, and Enzo is somehow plotting against them, which he's not. And and they somehow, when I say plotting against them, like Nicole is pretty. That aspect is pretty self-evident. He's loyal to Cody. He's gonna take Cody. If he somehow wins final HOH, he's gonna take Cody, right?
Yeah.
And then he realizes that Nicole isn't gonna take him, and chances are Cody's good enough to beat him, and Christmas is dumb enough to take him. So that's the only aspect of it. Is he playing for himself? Well, he's playing for himself in the sense that he's in the game and only one person can win and someone has to take him to the end for him to win. But everyone has a fighting chance. Look, what I don't understand, and Dave, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
I'm
ready.
Can the HOH vote in this Final Four eviction ceremony?
No, I know that.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So is it not just glorified immunity that HOH is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the only sour grapes that one could have is that he just is able to put people on the block, which doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
Correct.
He even says it at the end of the episode. Really.
So, do you want Enzo making decisions for you, Cody? Nicole? I would figure that you would not want Enzo to make a decision because it would screw you over, right? Because the dude is not like, he's not, right? So, what? What are they doing?
Okay, your series of questions, and you're pointing out some of the absurdities of the logic of the overall game. But everything you were speaking to specifically reminded me of Christmas. And okay, what, Jeff, was going on with Christmas? Because yes, she's odd duck out here because they don't want her in the final three, or the other three, not that don't include her. And but she doesn't seem to get it. She doesn't seem to understand that she's on the outs. Is this what is wrong with Christmas? What this whole series of conversations she's having with Cody, and Cody playing her on and having her little dance, and is she not quite self-aware? Is that just what this is?
Christmas is used to getting what she wants, and when she doesn't, it's like she could either like go like I think kind of like crazy town on you, or it'll be more like civility town. So you hope to get the civility, but every now and then I think you're gonna get a crazy Christmas bomb if you like tell her she's going home or anything like that, or targeting you. You know, like imagine tiptoeing around her in the house all the time. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, but is okay. So she's used to getting what she wants, and she's kind of one of those like energy vampires, if you will. That people, especially as the numbers are dwindling in that house, people are can't help but have to be cornered and have conversations with her. And maybe Nicole can enjoy that maybe a little bit more, but Cody's kind of over it maybe at this point. But he's still playing along. Jaemeel, what is Cody? Is he smart here? But he's ultimately making himself more and more less likely to win America's favorite player because
he was never going to win America's favorite player.
I know.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Christmas. Christmas, like a lot of them, like thrive on attention. And with only 4 people in the house, there's less attention to go around. So when she's hanging out, she can't just be, right? If she's there, she wants to talk to a duck. She's talking to the feeds. She'll find time to talk to Nicole, or she'll cry because there's something to do, and she knows the feeds would appreciate her crying. But no, I'm like, it's something to watch, right? It's something to watch. So with Cody there, she went into that conversation plain as day with an agenda, and that was agenda is like, I'm going to do my dance. How am I going to get there? And Cody had to set up the T-ball set, had to put that ball on that T-ball set, had to play the game and put her glove up to pretend that he's going to catch it. Christmas took a whack at it, took a couple of swings, though. This is kind of sad, though. Like, if she was so geared to do it, and you couldn't remember the dance, maybe you should have spent the time in silence thinking about what the dance was and then do the dance. And she kept missing the ball, and then eventually she tipped it over, and Cody was like, oh no, you hit the ball. I gotta get you out. And he pretended to scramble and let the ball fidget out of his hands while Christmas did a slow strut around the bases to do the inside the park home run to make her feel better. As
this all happened in the episode?
Metaphorically speaking.
Okay, I was like, I don't quite remember this part of the
it was just very sad. Okay, it was very sad. But that being said, look at the people that are in the house. I'm pretty sure that Cody does the exact same thing where he goes into a conversation fishing for it to go in a certain direction so that he can do something or say something stupid. Nicole, gosh, that's like, she's like, she stole my move. Although Enzo is so clueless that he might just miss all the social cues, so it wouldn't really work on Enzo.
Okay.
Fucking go. Game freaking on.
Game freaking on. Here we go. Um, do you what story do you think production, Jeff, or what's the story production is trying to sell us tonight and over this season? That Cody and Nicole, this great duo, and I guess Enzo, depending on how things maybe play out here, they were loyal to each other. They played the house. They were the greatest of all times. Especially is that the story they're selling us?
I think they're gonna like pitch it like, does Cody stay with his ride or die in Nicole, or does he stick with the Jersey Boys and Enzo? Find out on Big Brother.
I'm
I
more and
think
more
that's-
convinced that he is more loyal to Nicole. That's what this episode really sold to me tonight. But that now he's just, this is why I don't like Enzo anymore. This is why this is what he did to slight me. But do you think the audience, other than us, who clearly don't buy it,
Well, yeah, like she went on the block. She's like, I have no worry about being on the block.
do you think that the casual audience does accept that this is a good game? We have strategy going on here, and even
We love Cody.
if you look at things at face value, or is this just like a propaganda of Cody and Nicole and all that?
Here's the thing: the casuals like Cody. They think that Cody played the best game. So when Cody wins, therefore he can't win America's favorite player, and Janelle won't win.
That will
They're
be
not
it?
gonna they're not gonna give it to Enzo. Like all the people that made it to the end except Cody aren't gonna win America's favorite player. They just can't.
No, well, it's usually like if you're in the final two, you definitely won't be the America's favorite player. But I think if you're third place, you could be eligible, right?
Enzo's gonna win America's favorite player if he gets third place.
Not him, but you
No.
could win it
Uncle.
from third.
So who out of this group can win America's favorite player?
I think Tyler's gonna win again.
Of this group, who's left in the house?
Who's left in the house?
who's
I
left in the
guess
Nicole.
Frenzel. Yes, but
Yeah.
I don't think she's liked. I think she has her particular fan base, but
I don't think she's gonna win.
no.
I think Tyler, but I think Tyler's not going to win because the casuals. I think some of them will get turned off with his statements, especially about BLM. The folks that believe him, that he was going to support them, might be turned off, and the people that don't believe him, that he uses a game move to kind of like quit the game, is not going to vote for him, right?
Mhm.
Davon's not going to win. Bailey's not going to win. Kevin and David aren't going to win.
I don't think Tyler's going to win.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be Janelle, and people are going to be pissed.
I don't think Tyler can win. I think Tyler's got too much controversy surrounding him on a whole bunch of levels. I don't see how he can pull enough votes out. I think he's a contender, but he's in the top 8.
Janelle went out too early to have anyone dislike her for anything she did.
They won't remember her. She
They remember Janelle.
She left in like week 3, and this is like It's so long ago.
I hope David wins.
That would be awesome.
It will not be David.
That
It will
would be
not
so
be
awesome.
Pops. It will not
Does vote for the worst still exist? Let's see some Sanjaya action.
I think it's all about likability, right?
but Mary
And,
wants
like-
Janelle to win. Okay.
That's
I'm
right,
guessing
Mary.
Davon's gonna win, you guys. Like Davon's probably the most likely gonna.
I think it's Davon is I give her the biggest odds right now.
Yeah.
Over Janelle. I think that right now Kesar has a better case to win America's favorite player. He was on
No.
the show tonight
No way.
to introduce this weird form of chess from Big Brother 10 or whatever season he's from. And so I guess no, it's more like 7, right?
6,
A lot harder.
6 and 7.
Janelle's the most favorite on the Twitter poll. Okay, but can we trust the Twitter polls to suggest if she will win? We can't even trust the polls to tell us who will win the election.
Very true. But here's the thing: the hardcores are going to vote more often than the cash, right? And if the casuals do vote, who are they going to put their weight behind? All right. And it's not going to be anyone from the top, maybe Tyler, but I think Tyler rubbed people the wrong way with being wishy-washy. So then you have to go all the way back to Janelle. Maybe, but see, even Danny, people
I
didn't
don't see
like.
Danny getting it. She's too much of a snake, and I think people will see it for it. I think that Cody is just too mean. I think that he's shown.
If Cody, I think if Cody doesn't win, he's going to become America's favorite player.
Yeah, now I don't know. Like I feel like Kevin's got a better chance at it than Cody. It's
A lot of people are like, Cody's a lock to win. Cody should win.
to win, but not to win America. I think there's a difference. I think there's respecting him as a
If he-
player and then wanting him to be.
If he does not win, people will be pissed off. Casuals
Yes,
will be pissed
but
off.
I don't think that means that they want that he's there. They want him to win the America's favorite player because I see that more as almost like a Conn Smythe award, Jeff, in hockey, where it's
Why not
almost
Jeff?
gentlemanly
What do you mean? Jameel knows what Conn Smythe. I'm all about the Conn Smythe.
I hadn't engaged
Okay.
Jeff in a minute. So
Jeff, your feelings.
I don't feel like it's like the Conn Smythe at all. It's more like the consolation prize for the person who didn't make the end, but everybody liked.
like the silver medal.
It's more like a bronze medal.
Miss Congeniality. It's miscongeniality.
It's miscongeniality. Yes,
Because
that's
the
maybe a
second
better
place-
metaphor. or-
The second place is the runner-up.
Yeah.
yeah, but neither of those people usually get picked for America's favorite player.
No, I know. That's why it's Mrs. Congeniality. It's the third place.
Third place. It's more like the bronze medal. Okay, I get you. It's more like you can come too. It's like
It's the last player that people respected, which would be Tyler or Janelle.
not Davon. No, because she was too.
No, people
clueless.
didn't.
I
Like
think
people
Davon
love
will win it.
people love Davon. People's like, oh, you play trash, friend.
I think this whole BLM controversy with Tyler, I think, is going to sort of pull him out of the contention of winning.
That's what I'm
America's
saying. That's what I'm saying, yo. That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. No one in this cast, especially this Final Four, is particularly rootable or likable. It's kind of tough, And so I want more jury segments. I want live feeds from the jury house just to see what's going on there.
Do you think? Wait,
I don't
hold the
even care
presses.
What's going on at the jury house?
Do you think this whole like Christmas is alone thing is to get her America's favorite player?
America's most sympathetic player? Is that what?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be?
Look, she's fun and she knows dance moves like a Proud Mary, and she walks in people in the bathroom and she's so goofy.
Remember she had the baby pillows?
Yes.
That was a big thing for her.
Works. I mean, that's an angle, right?
Yeah, they're trying hard. I don't know what they'll go for. Okay, and let's talk about a little more about Cody, because Cody and his whole hook nose that I will never be able to not look at now. I'm always now that he's told me this bothers him. I can't help but stare. Here he's on our video on Facebook and YouTube if you're watching the live stream, and yeah, he's like, "What are you insecure about?" And was Enzo wrong to laugh at Cody, and is Cody wrong or righteous maybe to get offended?
So, okay, there's two answers. There's the Fred answer and the real answer.
Okay.
Fred answer, you don't laugh. You're like, oh no, well, you're still beautiful regardless of what you think. I think your nose is great. Right? That's the Fred answer, right? You understand how they're feeling because people feel insecure about certain things about them, right? But it's not your job to minimize how they feel. You're like, but you're beautiful, right? You're beautiful. Real answer, Cody's a fool, right? Straight up, there's nothing wrong with his nose, right? Right? That's all in his head. And but like, the body image is so crazy though. It's so crazy, yo. Right? I'm disappointed. Here's my problem, Dave. I'm disappointed I didn't hear what Nicole and Cody and Christmas said about what their failings is, because I could imagine Nicole was like, I'm just too adorkable, right? Or I love too much.
Which I think is nice, but
Or what would Enzo's be? I'm too stylish, yo. These hats It's nothing I could do. Any hat I put on, it looks great. All right. I can't not wear a hat because people are like, yo, Enzo, where's your hat? What would Christmas be? Christmas is too loyal. She gets betrayed all the time. She's too loyal. That's her big failing. I don't know.
That's why she named her kid Loyal.
Yeah.
Christmas. That's not all of Christmas's issues, but yeah, they are far-reaching. Yeah, with Jeff. Okay, thank you. And then Jeff, what did you take of this? Was Cody less likable after this whole sequence? Did he seem like was? Do you think that Enzo was just like joking with him as as boys, if you will, as Jersey Shore type guys or whatever the heck they are, the Root, that
The root.
was Enzo in the wrong here?
Was it? I guess, but like I don't know, Cody get over it. If I'm sure it's one of those things that like it might have bothered him in like that day, but I'm sure he probably doesn't care today. Type of thing.
Like Cody has everything he ever wants, basically. It's kind of how I feel about it because like this guy is the guy who just like constantly is like it's so hard. Like if so and so wins, then it's gonna be a little harder for me to win this Big Brother game at this point. That's like what I have to hear constantly in these hour shows.
He's LeBron James complaining about missing an NBA Finals. It's like, I've only been to 10, man, and I missed last year's. It's so hard getting back. I was like, bro, you're always there. You're always there.
Every year I have to win and then get to the playoffs, and then I have to win all these rounds, and then I get to get the trophy.
All these stacks of money, it's hard. I get paper cuts all the time.
Yeah. He's just spoiled, man. He's like, and he's like this model, beautiful guy that everyone in the house is just like obsessed with, right? And like Christmas, just to get like her little dance out in front of him. That's like that's the highlight of her day. It's
they probably did not have to edit that too much.
No, I don't think they did.
He's like, I gotta answer this question.
Oh,
can you show me the dance? And he's like, you can tell he's lucky he's wearing the sunglasses.
Well, yeah, at least I guess he played along as best he could. But if Janelle wins America's Favorite Player, do you think that Nicole will feel like it's a punch to her face? I hope so. Yes, I do. I do think so. Fellas?
Janelle should book a party for her America's Favorite Player win. Double booked against Nicole's wedding.
Yeah.
And it's like,
what did you guys make of Cody's dislike for bananas tonight?
That is bananas. B-A.
Do you think bananas are gross? Where do you stand on this?
So, that's a very good question, Jeff. Very good question. Now, bananas can have a weird consistency. Especially ones that starting to turn a little bit, but you can still cook it. You can put it in oatmeal, right? It'll be fine, right? Banana bread. Them wantingly throwing perfectly good, well, not perfectly, but good banana on the ground is disgraceful during this pandemic where people are starving. Cody just lost America's Favorite Player right there because all the homeless and starving people, they were going to go to an internet cafe and they were going to vote for Cody. No longer. No,
Cody won't get America's Favorite Player as well as winning. He wants both.
I like bananas. Bananas are fine in moderation.
Okay. Jeff, I thought that this banana sequence is them acknowledging some of Cody's faults and maybe trying to get in front of them, that he's just like the spoiled kid who complains about things. He's got it, especially in this game, he's had it so easy. Right?
How do you complain about bananas? Bananas.
Like
I can see how you could think they're gross when they're like overripe.
The smell?
Sort of, but then that's when you like Jaemeel said, then you utilize them. You add a little flour, sugar, throw them in a cake pan. Bob's your uncle.
He does
I'm
not
not
bake.
a big banana guy. If a banana is too soft, I'm not a big banana guy. Like it's It has to be a certain firmness. It has to be preferably
Even
a
in
little
your
grainy,
yogurt. Even in your yogurt?
especially in my yogurt.
Really? You need a hard banana in your yogurt?
Oh, you want a little bit of crunch to your banana that's in the yogurt.
Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave. I'm going to remember that.
Yeah,
You're going to get a
no.
crunchy banana in your yogurt one day.
Oh, yeah, well, like not too crunchy. It's just like somewhere between the green yellow phase, but definitely no brown yet. It's like it's not the ripened.
There was
banana.
little spots there. It was still good.
No,
they let it fall on the
it's just
floor.
Spots like it's no, it's
I would bake it, but Cody ain't bake. Cody's no baker. Cody's
yeah,
no
in
baker.
baking, the banana is a versatile thing. So I will give it credit.
The only type
throw
of
it-
baking Cody does is, but he doesn't do it often because he's an athlete and he has to keep his body pure for his sport.
for his sport and his image.
He's a coach now. Smokes all of
It was a dig at his brother's rival on the challenge, Johnny Bananas. Is that credible? Is that claim credible from Daryl?
Is that why he said he didn't like bananas? Oh,
He doesn't like Johnny Bananas. We weren't aware of this connection, this inside joke. He's
Paulie's got
winking.
beef, man.
Wait, isn't Johnny Bananas Johnny Drama from Entourage? That was his animated character.
I think
Perhaps.
so. Yes.
If only we had an expert on the challenge here. Where's Josh Foster when you need up here? But yeah,
Someone fact check, please.
Johnny Bananas. Well, I think that Johnny Bananas, there could be something to this, and I think that because I think that Cody was only playing like you liked Davon, and I think he was always wanting to get revenge on Davon for how she made Paulie look in that season. So, especially in that some of those jury sequences, Johnny Devenanzio. Daryl says he's the expert on the challenge. Okay, well, we should. I don't know. Yeah, Josh Foster won't fight you for the title of expert. So
I've never watched an episode of The Challenge.
Yeah, Josh talks about it all the time.
I mean, neither.
Yeah, but Johnny Bananas was from the real world, Key West, and he was the winner of the Island, the Ruins, Rivals. Anyway, don't mess with Johnny Bananas.
Okay. Words to live by.
There you go. Okay, what else? Well, we talked about Cody quite a bit. We talked about Christmas. We talked about Enzo, I guess. And we talked. Nicole is all that's left. And Nicole.
While you're thinking of a Nicole question, Jeff, how did you feel about the actual HOH itself? Do you think that Enzo was right to go into business for himself?
Yeah. Because if he didn't win the HOH, he could have went home at the Final Four here. Because also Nicole might have voted with Christmas or might have teamed up with Christmas to get Enzo out.
Humble brag, Daryl. Humble brag, okay?
There's no humble with Daryl.
Jeez.
But it looks like this, Jaemeel, you have Enzo. I have Cody and Nicole. Right now, it looks like Christmas will be the one who's going home as far as, like, she's the target.
She's
If
going
that's
home.
the case. If that's the case, it'll be I will have 2 players and you have 1 player in the final 3.
Who would have
2 out
thought?
of 3 and bad.
Who would have thought that my player? I would have had a player that made it to the end. Halfway through the season, I didn't see that
10
coming.
weeks. I've been out for so long, I can barely remember what's in it.
I've never lost a player.
Yeah, Jeff's been alive for the whole thing, though he picked people he didn't like. That was the good strategy. Draft people you don't like, they will go far. Yeah, okay. Nicole question. What is there to say? Like her whole stuff with Enzo tonight was just weird. Daryl thinks that Jess can win this whole thing because he figures it will be Cody or Nicole to win it. And who Jeff has, and it could be. Okay, wait, Enzo.
It'd be
has a
weird if I
shot.
won. It would be weird if I won.
I think it needs to be Enzo that wins this at this point.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't even understand Nicole's approach to this because Nicole, her aim is to get to the end. If she talked to Christmas, like at this point, if she like put the pressure on Christmas, if Christmas won HOH, won a veto, to say get rid of Cody, right? At this point, that's what you would be saying. Don't get rid of me, get rid of Cody. If you're Nicole and Enzo wins, like he won HOH, you'd be like, hey, I gotta win it so that we can get to the final two together, right? So let's keep that in mind. That we should, work together because I've already won, right? So they're not gonna make me a 2-time winner. So you'd want to take me, right? Don't take Christmas or don't take Cody. That should be your approach. But she's like complaining about Enzo winning HOH. Cody's still vulnerable. So I don't like. All that matters is just win. As long as it's not you, is one thing, and two, get a chance to win final HOH. If Cody's not playing, you're Nicole. You could probably win final HOH against Enzo and Christmas. It's like, so it doesn't matter if Cody's there or not. It doesn't matter. You have a better chance of winning against those two by taking yourself to the end versus what's it called again? A physical HOH with Christmas and Enzo, which you can probably beat them, right? And then the trivia part, which you can definitely beat them. So what's the you don't want Cody. Like you would like Cody because you made that plan ahead of time. But if it doesn't work out, right? You have your other eggs. You distributed your eggs, right? Don't consolidate.
It's like trying to get that perfect compartment of
Consolidate.
eggs, like in Clerks.
Yeah.
Jeff, did you hear about a plan that Kaser and Janelle are going to wear crowns to the finale to piss the people off, to agitate people?
I like it. I did not hear about it, but I
Janelle
like
should
it.
wear
I'm all
outfit, her
for it.
bombshell outfit.
Who would they? Just Cody and Nicole. I think that we should have a mixed tag team battle with Janelle and Kaser versus Cody and Nicole at some point in the future.
Janelle and Case I would win
I know it would be great
by
but
far.
Nicole would not be. It would be kind of like when Luna Vachon and Doink, or was it Bam Bam? They fought Doink and Dink. No, maybe it's not like that.
Sorry, your mixed tags were a little rough there.
Yeah, it was a little rough on my mixed tags. Okay.
How about when it was Jeff Hardy and Lita versus, let's say, Christian, Goldust and Melina? There you go.
That's a better one. Okay. And Cody is Goldust?
Cody is Goldust and Nicole is Melina, right? Marlena.
Cody would make a good Goldust. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
One of the greatest
All
theme
right.
songs.
Yeah. By the way, that whole competition tonight, the KSR competition with the night game, the chess, that was the most boring friggin' thing. It was
No
so
one was
hard to
talking
play.
trash. No one was talking trash.
I was just like, what is this? Like, and why was KSR introducing this? And whatever. They should do a pair season. Now, my understanding is that a pair season, like they did All Stars, I guess Big Brother 13, right? That was a pair season.
Pair season, and they split up. So you get Jamar and
and Min Lee.
Min Lee together as a pair,
Okay.
but they're like, we're not a pair, and then they just make out like in the bathroom every like 10 minutes.
I love it. Let's do it. Let's put it in the show.
Ugh. Oh my gosh, I you know what? I might go back and just watch Big Brother Canada 8, just those 11 episodes, just because.
Just because.
Yeah, the HOH, it was over, And then I was like, okay. Enzo, like, here's my problem with what Enzo did. Isn't that he didn't help Cody at all? Was that he won the challenge and he was like acting like he did like this amazing feat, and he's like, yeah, that's how we do. Final three can't stop me, right? I'm one of the few people that made it to the final three for a second time. And like, dude, it's just you guys here. Who you posturing to, right?
Yeah.
Like who you like? You beat out the rest of your teammates. It's like, oh man, this is great. I won. Yes, I'm excited. Right? No need. He was like in the house and he's yelling.
Mary's suggesting a pair season where if one of you gets voted out, you both go.
Oh yeah, amazing race it.
Amazing race
Bam,
that.
you're both gone.
They have way more people in the house.
Oh yeah.
They've done that in like no, they haven't even done that in Survivor, right? Like it's blood versus water. If one gets voted out, the other one can't stay.
You could just say blood water.
I can leave out the verses.
Yeah, blood water.
Blood v water. I like blood v water.
Blood v water.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we've covered everything there was to talk about in this episode. Not that there was a whole hell of a lot to begin with.
What was Enzo listening to in his HOH music?
Unclear.
You said Everclear?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like I don't even understand any of Nicole's diary rooms. Okay, like I don't understand.
Freaking on.
She's always like, "Well, this person is annoying to me because they're in the way of me winning, so I don't like that." And I don't understand it. I don't care. Anyway,
It's really
that's all I
unfair
got.
because I didn't win this competition, and because of that, I'll be ready for the next one. Game freaking
Oh
on.
yeah.
We're going to spoilers here. Okay, let's.
What
talk
kind of
about
spoilers is it?
Veto spoilers. Big up,
No, it's-
Big up, Brumner. Big up, Brumner.
I love it.
I call it Big up, Brumner.
Okay, so
I'm not done saying that yet. Here we go. We got the hot take. We got the live feed report from Daryl Clark. We never have to not know what's happening. Let's see what goes the competition results. And Cody has won the power of veto.
big shocker. Here's another hot take. The best T-shirts of the season were with that veto competition. Did you see the T-shirts? Look nice.
Well, not from the veto competition yet, no.
T-shirts look good.
That's good. So yeah, okay. So Cody's won. That means that presumably Christmas is gone now, and that we are going into final three. So maybe the rest of this podcast we can at least talk about these final three and who takes who. Do we believe that there's a world where Cody and Nicole don't take each other to the final two?
Is there a chance that Nicole and Enzo sit together in the final two? Is there any chance? How? How does that scenario occur?
Enzo gets performance-enhancing drugs that improve his mind and body, and he wins the final HOH.
And Enzo takes Nicole, not Cody?
Correct.
So
Because
there's no way-
it also
there's no way Nicole would take Enzo?
no way. That's
Never.
why performance-enhancing drugs, it improve Enzo mind so he doesn't take Cody.
But would Nicole beat Enzo and lose to Cody?
Yeah,
So why would she take Cody?
because she's not on the performance-enhancing mind medication.
You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't she backstab Cody right at the end if she could?
Because I think they have this blood pact or whatever, and they're not going to break it. Like it's just, I think it's an unbreakable bond for whatever reason. I don't quite get it.
He had a co-sign for the loan for her wedding, so she can't break it at all. Otherwise, he's gonna foreclose their house or something. I don't know.
Cody knows some mobsters that are running the wedding. They're doing the catering. And they'll spin the food. You know.
The hitman, the commission,
Living.
the root, all these groups. So they're all assassins, murderers, assassins.
Murderers who
Murderers!
way too-
Assassins!
Murderers.
But we're
I'm not gonna
okay.
kill you.
Is there a chance? Because we talked about this last week, but is there a world where Cody doesn't beat Nicole in the final two?
I don't think so.
Nicole
Not a
can
chance.
muster up enough votes. She was the first two-time winner. She could be a female winner for the first time since Casey. We got I don't know. That's not a great story. Her and Victor's wedding.
Davon's like, I'm over it. I'm not voting for you again. I'm sorry.
I would love if it's Davon who like gives it to Cody in the end. But
like
who would
I
you
don't
want it
s-
to be Enzo in that final two? Do you want Enzo in that final two? Is
for
that the final-
lulz, if it's against Nicole, yeah.
if it's
Enzo
against Cody,
and
no.
Cody final two would be interesting.
Could Enzo?
And wait, Cody doing pleading his case to a jury? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
That's what I'm saying. I was in on every vote, yo.
He was, and why is Cody a more worthy winner than Enzo?
Because he controlled the game, won a lot of different competitions when he needed to and to eliminate people, and never once touched a block, especially being a comm threat.
Same Enzo, okay, except for maybe you can say that Enzo maybe didn't control the game as much as Cody did, but is that realized by the jury? Did they have a awareness of Cody?
It will be if Nicole's there in the finals.
Mhm.
It's like Cody was in complete control of the game.
Maybe, yeah. Like I don't.
No
Nicole
one
is
wanted
a
to go against
juror.
Cody.
Yeah, some kind of juror 4 person. It depends how popular Cody and Nicole are, and how much they are giving mad props respect to these two, and how much they are bitter against them. We saw that we've seen like the unlikely person in the pair win a few times in the last few years. We saw who was it? Casey kind of beat Tyler, and that was kind of maybe a lot of people thought Tyler deserved to win that. Paul lost to Josh. Paul lost to Nicole. There's different scenarios.
I didn't think Cody made as many promises as Tyler did for Tyler to lose.
What about Paul?
Paul, people hated Paul, and he had poor jury management. I don't think that Cody has that issue.
Yeah, if he's willing to sit there and go through Christmas's little dance and her talking his ear off about stuff he really doesn't want to talk to her about, then maybe that's just how we saw the spell that Cody cast onto Danny. That Danny is she still thinks that they're going to be best friends afterwards. She still doesn't understand that they never had anything.
Here's the thing with Christmas. Christmas is going to be mad with Cody when she gets voted out. But when Cody says that he was like loyal to Enzo and Nicole to the end from the very beginning, it's going to pull on her heartstrings and she's going to vote for Cody.
Right.
So, and not going to feel that way about Enzo, who had a chance to put Cody up on the block. She told him the reason why, and he still didn't do it. To her, that would have showed like he's being a coward.
Yeah. Like it's we have a few more podcasts to go, but it's almost like we know sort of there's only kind of a couple scenarios that can play out here from now until next Wednesday. I'd say like Cody's got at least a 60% chance of winning this game. At least. Maybe higher, 80%.
Yeah, I would say 80.
80%.
Congratulations, Cody.
I think it's even higher than that
Mm.
because
It's even
Because I
higher.
don't
It's
see-
even higher than that.
I don't see any reason why he isn't going to the end.
Oh, he's going. I
And-
think he's almost certainly in the final two.
So if he's in the final two, why would he lose? Like, who's going to beat him?
Enzo.
And why?
Enzo, because I don't know. There's a virus that has COVID that has affected their minds, and they just decide to vote for Enzo because he convinces them with his great oration skills, his public speaking skills.
He's like 7 moons ago. It's like, where did that voice come from? Oh, you didn't know? After I lost to the brigade, I actually went for public speaking in Oxford. So I'm ready to serve my case.
yeah, he's like the president of the Toastmaster Club. All of a
Yeah.
sudden.
I'm actually a lawyer in Jersey,
Yes, New Jersey.
New Jersey, Jersey
Yeah.
City.
But we
Proper.
but we cottage in the Hamptons. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So then, would you prefer Cody wins to Nicole win?
I prefer.
I would love if
Cody-
Enzo wins. That would be lols
I
galore.
don't really care. I don't really care who wins.
Um,
To be honest.
as long as Nicole doesn't win, that's my concern.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna get second place.
It's not first. That's all that matters to me.
Well, I'm going for Enzo, but whatever, Cody. When we look back at and how will we remember this season, Jeff?
Boring.
It's the season to skip.
Yeah, it's a boring one. It's not very fun.
Do you think that the production thinks they have a good show?
No.
No, they see the ratings.
Yeah, they know.
Hmm.
It just
Well-
wasn't a good cast. The cast wasn't good.
No, it was not a good cast.
The social engagement is low. You can see it. Anyone can see it online.
We're trying here on this podcast to
No,
try to put this in
I'm saying we're hitting out the park. We're awesome.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like you go on Twitter and you look at BB22 and all it is people being negative about how terrible this season is and how unlikable the rest of the cast is. And everyone's like, well, Cody deserves it from how he was playing. Don't like him, but he deserves it.
I guess, like
It's not even
Nobody
hate.
deserves.
That's the worst thing.
deserves
It's just,
such a weird word, but
When you think about like who deserves to win America's favorite player, I don't think anybody. I couldn't name you one player in this whole season that deserved to.
deserve, like I have to look up the word deserve to understand why anybody deserves anything.
give a certain selection of like a state free CBS All Access.
It's basically
That's
saying
like
you're worthy of
you fans are America's favorite players.
you have earned this reward. So so Cody has earned this. He has earned the win at this point.
Because he was bred for it.
He was bred for
Yeah.
this.
And your boy needs his meat.
You guys are going to no, I think you do. We think so too.
These biceps ain't gonna feed themselves.
I really think they would have had the old Big Brother All Stars. I don't know if I think that the Big Brother's in this weird place where they I've only been watching since 15, so I don't know KSR and other players. I'm sure there's a lot of casuals who don't, and I guess Cody only played 6 years ago, and he's more remembered.
But once again, this is what I was talking about with Jeff in last episode, where I'm like, they totally dropped the ball on this season, right? Totally dropped the ball, because yes, this is an all-star season. Why isn't this a retrospective of Big Brother in the past, right? Where you explain to people you're looking for content, like during a pandemic, you have free content because you own all the footage. It's not like you have to pay someone else, right? You don't have to, you can have any of the old people talk about a specific challenge. You're like, this week we're doing night moves. Night moves was the challenge that Kesar cut his teeth and blah, 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 and backstab people. And then you can have KSR talking about it. You can make that a CBS exclusive, or go have people go to YouTube to see that information about how KSR won. You can directly link to it. You're you're you are investing in the Big Brother brand and your history. There's no reason for people nowadays to go back and watch old seasons of Big Brother, because it's a totally different game that isn't even referenced in modern day. So what's like? Why do you have CBS All Access? There's no reason to, unless you make it important. You can watch Survivor, and Survivor will talk about this challenge happened this time, and this person did this, and there's stats to it, so people can go back and watch it or like care about it. What is at War was basically an advertisement to past seasons, because you're seeing all the winners and you're seeing them interact, and it's like, ooh, like I bet you there was a large increase of people who watched Tony win his first time, just based upon Tony winning that second time. People watching Blood Water because of Natalie, right? Was it Del Sur, San Juan Del Sur, right? You are investing in your own product, right? So when you when you have a season like this one, and you basically do not take any time to revisit history, to have any content talking about said history, like, why is Janelle and Kesar so important? They gave no reason to. If you were casual and this is your first season, why were they important? Why was Keisha important?
I don't know. Like that's
There's no like they did a horrible
what's the
job.
big deal about these two? They don't seem like impressive. They don't seem like good players.
The skill of pro wrestling, this is second pro wrestling reference, mind you, is this is what Paul Heyman was great at, was taking people with minimal talent, hiding their flaws, and then emphasizing their strengths, right? Keisha could have been considered like one of the most likable players, right? And they could have made her look so great, even if she was only there for a week, right? They could have showed her clips from her birthday party, and people would have been like, oh man, that looked crazy. I would love to go back and watch that, right? They might watch the episode. They might get hooked and watch the rest of the season, right? Why should we care about Memphis outside of Dan? Who is Dan? If this is your third season watching, why would you care about Dan? Who is Dan? He won before? That old fart? I don't know who Dan is. I do, but like, I'm just saying a casual.
Right.
So
if you just got into this show in the last couple of years,
like, that's why I said Stanley always approached a comic book saying, this is someone's first comic book, right? And he always gave an introduction, an easy way for people to slip in, don't feel stupid, and then are able to run with the story.
right? Well, there's a reason they're constantly explaining to us how things work, how this is the veto ceremony. That I have the power to nominate one or veto one. Like they're always doing that because they want everybody to be like, okay, this is what's happening. I can follow the game.
But do you feel that they're explaining it, or they're just saying a blurb? Because I don't feel like people understand exactly how the backdoor works properly, right? Because no one backdoors. No one does anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I think they think what they think people think it means and what they think the audience accepts it to mean, or what. And I guess it's based on what the players think it is. But yes, there's a lot of terminology that gets kind of lost a little bit in that, and you can only get so much out of just watching the show. Like the live feeds are where you will find out who these people really are, what is actually going on, and why they're doing what they're doing. And the TV show tries to give you this version. Sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's complete works of fiction in terms of what's going on. And my large understanding is that this season's a lot of fiction, and they're selling us a false bill of goods largely.
Do you feel that because not that many people watch live feeds, they're able to get away with painting a different narrative, or they like the idea that they're able to have an alternative, like they're able to do their own show because not that many people watch the live feeds?
Yeah, I think like they've taken a page out of Big Brother Canada. Big Brother Canada does not care about the live feeds. Like they have live feeds, but Big Brother Canada is more about their show That's their priority. You don't pay for live feeds in Canada, so there's a different standard in terms of how much the producers, I guess, are allowed to exclude. And it feels like the Americans have gone more in that direction, where they're like, you'll get your feeds, but you get what you get, and we don't have to show you everything, and it's whatever. And I think that takes away a lot of the fun of it, because I think that this whole experiment is seeing how these people deal being watched 24/7, even if it's not all millions of people who watch the broadcasts during the week, that you are sort of under the microscope. And so if the producers are more worried about these people's public images and personas, and so then this is not a reality show anymore. You're making it more and more like professional scripted wrestling or whatever. So it's
Mm-hmm.
which is not for me.
Yep. It's
Sport of Kings.
Big Brother's definitely becoming more like that for sure.
Sport of Kings. That's
Well,
why
sports entertainment.
Smash Wrestling. Right above my heart.
That Keisha fight was a good one.
You know, that's what I'm saying, yo. That's what I'm saying.
That's it. That's it.
Like, give us like, you're not even showing the whole season, right? You could find one clip of David that makes me want to care about David. You know what I mean? But they didn't even do that. They didn't even do that.
What about Pops and the dog?
How many people have done Final 3 both seasons, yo? Except you, Christmas, and except you, Nicole, and except you, Cody. Oh yeah.
All right.
That was great.
Let's wind up here for tonight, though, because we've talked about this show longer than it deserves, probably. Okay, so be back. We'll be back Wednesday, everybody, to talk about the veto episode, which we did mention. Cody will win, and we will see Christmas go on Thursday, almost with 100% certainty. So this week, week 11, as it stands, is almost about to play out exactly how we know it will. So on Wednesday, we'll be here for the veto. Jaemeel, you're gonna be away that night, so Jeff and I will tend the fires. You maybe had a replacement, but it fell through. Like the agent, I don't know.
My replacement will be here.
Replacement won't. Okay, so you're not willing to give up
my client here would like to renegotiate her contract and place her in a situation to go toe to toe with Jaemeel.
Well, that's some heavy duty litigation, guys. I don't know if we can unravel all that. Right
my people will talk to her people.
Okay. And Thursday, I think we got to divide and conquer again, guys. As I think we have to cover Star Trek Discovery, the second episode of the third season. Jeff, it's looking okay over there on Star Trek Discovery, as we have our other channel, Live Long and Podcast. So on Thursday, we'll Jeff and Jaemeel will cover the eviction episode, of which will be Christmas, and then I will be over on Live Long and Podcast covering Discovery second episode Thursday season with my wife Jane, with Michael Chan and Adam Woodward. So that's going to be exciting. And Jaemeel, I understand you will join the crew once this Big Brother divide and conquer needs to end, but
it might take me a while. I think I entered the wormhole a little bit later than you did.
Yes, you might be. It might be a different time you entered that wormhole. I don't know. Yeah.
But I'm certainly, Jeff, a true believer.
Are you a true believer, Jeff?
In what?
No, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know about the 31st century. Or 32nd century. Okay, whatever. So Live Long and Podcast is our other channel, as mentioned, as we've been rambling on about. Tuesday nights, we do Deep Space Nine rewatches. We'll be here tomorrow on Deep Space Nine talking about the 8th episode, which is called Necessary Evil from the second set. So check that out. On Wednesday, we'll also be doing original series rewatch. This week, we're doing an episode from the second season of Star Trek, the original series, called Obsession, which I don't really know very well. And then Thursday, as I mentioned, we'll be doing Discovery. And then on Sunday this weekend, it's going to be Star Trek Radio Theater. We're going to be doing the original series. Jeff, what episode are we doing again? We're doing Plato's Stepchildren, which is well, get ready for this, everybody. So
Get ready for this, everyone.
yeah, yeah. And then our other channel is called Trivial Debates, where we argue about movies, TV, sports, and more once a month. Usually at the last. We might do a special Halloween episode this year. I think I'm looking at maybe doing this on Halloween. So if I can get that all scheduled. So check out that over there, and all our channels are cross linked, and we're on Facebook and YouTube and Spotify and Amazon Podcasts, and we're on all kinds of great things. So check that all out. So Jaemeel, Jeff, thank you both. On behalf of all of us here at Super Mario Brothers Podcasting, we will see you. Well, some of us will see you on Wednesday.